to pick Buccaneers up?
I don't think he will for a bit.
No, I don't think he will.
I don't think he will.
He's been very healthy, I suppose, hasn't he?
Yeah, he seems healthy enough. Seems to be enjoying it. Here we go, John. House lights, John.
Do you know, you just can't get the staff. Heaven's sake, here's me, a superstar on stage and screen, and they do this on you. Hello, this is Pat the Prop, ladies and gentlemen. Can I just introduce you? It's the Buccaneers, so it must be sometime in May at Sutton Arts Theatre, because they've been doing this every single year for the last 62 years. How amazing is that? And they are completely unique. There is nobody else that does this. They take a whole show with about 100 costumes, I don't know how many lights, all the sounds and a couple of props, and go all around Birmingham and put on a show like this in the smallest spaces you've ever seen. They are absolutely incredible. They really are. Now, the person who started all this was 19 when he had the thought, you know, let's do a volunteer variety group, and that just happens to be Mr. Roy Farley. Normally all you get is that, isn't it? Can I help you at all?
What you say, Duck?
And now on lighting we have the wonderful John. Are you there, Johnny? There he is. He's been doing this for a while as well. But I hope you're going to have a wonderful evening with us, because we've got more of the usual, which is lots of sketches, lots of jokes, some dancing, some singing, a bit of magic, in inverted commas, and we've got some wonderful stars of stage and screen that you will recognise just as soon as they come on this stage. So, what we've got planned for you this evening is we're going to start off with a couple of sketches. We've got a new guy who's bought his guitar and sings, and he's young, and he's good looking. I mean, just 2 of those are a bonus, you know what I mean? So yes, we've got a new member who's coming along, and he's going to do some work for you. But a start off, we're going on a little sketch, and we're going to go shopping, because everybody adores shopping, don't they? In fact, a couple of friends of mine went into Erdington the other day. Why you would go shopping in Erdington is beyond me. Do you know Erdington at all? Oh, do you really? Because this is Sutton Coldfield, isn't it? I thought maybe you wouldn't know. Anyway, there's not a lot to buy. But they do have a new shop that's opened up there. And a couple of friends of mine were meandering around, and they saw this new shop and thought, what's this about? So they had a look in the window. And there's like these grey, wrinkly things in the window. And my friend says to her husband, what's this thing? He's like, I've not seen one of those before. Let's go in and ask. So in they go, and they see an assistant, and my friend, she says to the assistant, so can you tell me what all this is about then, please? And the assistant says, yes, these are second-hand brains, and we're selling them. Just in case, you know, you're fed up with the one that you've got, you can buy a second-hand one. Mum said, that's interesting, and some are quite big, aren't they? And some of them are a bit small. And she says, yes, now, the larger ones are men's brains, and the smaller ones are ladies' brains. So, of course, the husband's then, always told you men's brains are bigger, we can do so much more, that's why we can read maps and stuff like that. Anyway, my friend says to the shop assistant, so how much are they then, these brains? And she said, well, the larger man's brain is £25, and the smaller lady's brain, that's £20. Right, why are the men's brains more expensive? And she said, well, they've never been used. Oh, yes, come on, heckle me. Give me a bit of heckling, that's what we do. Anyway, we're going now to a new supermarket that's brand new, just opened on the high street. You won't have heard of it. It's called Mouldy's.
Well, yes, dear.
Oh, right.
Yes. Can you hold that, please? Oh, right.
Thank you. Oh, lovely day, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, look. There's no price on the bacon. You didn't happen to notice how much it was, did you?
Well, no, I didn't.
Oh, right. Oh, won't be long.
Oh, well, good.
We're a bit short-handed today on the
I
till.
see.
Yeah, because those of us that work here, you see, we can have some of the old foodstuffs that's cheap. Yeah, ever so cheap. And if it's something like a pork pie, well, you can actually die. Yeah, yeah. I think the girls probably passed on. It's a shame.
But surely you girls on the tills know all the prices.
Well, it's my first day on the till today. Yeah. I used to work in meat packing, like, you know, but in overall come free, so I come on here.
But you have to wear an overall when you're packing meat.
Oh, well, you can bring your own from home. Yeah. I used to bring out dog's blankets.
You can't have a dog where food's being prepared.
Oh, I didn't know he's dead. Yeah, he ate one of our pork pies.
But you do wear gloves when you're wrapping meat.
Oh, yes, woolly ones.
Oh.
Yeah, because I get lots of colds, you see, you know, so I like something to wipe me nose.
It sounds absolutely disgusting. Who's in charge of this department?
Oh, well, that's Mr. Waterhouse, but he's not here today. He goes to a special clinic on Saturdays, he does. Shall I do your fruit while we're waiting?
Yes, thank you.
Right,
Oh,
oh dear. Sorry about that. I cut it off soon as smoked meat. Yeah.
how much longer is this going to take?
Oh, well, I'll call the
I
supermarket.
should think so.
Oh, nice to talk to you, Beverly, love. What do you want? I've got Mr. Waterhouse on the phone, love. I've got to be quick. What is it, love?
Right. Oh, by the way, how's your boils?
Oh, they were so terrible. I can't sit down.
So putting you on the cheese counter, didn't they?
Oh, no, not at all. No. Right now, come on.
Sorry. This lady's got some bacon and there's no price on it. Can you help me?
What is it? Streaky, love?
It is a bit. Oh, and the sell-by date
Yeah.
is August 1994.
Oh, that's a long time. Oh, just perhaps 15p for that, love. It'll do.
Right. So there you go, 15.
Do you mean to tell me that bacon is 20 years old?
But I don't really know. I was away from school the day we did have it.
This place is a disgrace. It's filthy, it's unhygienic, the food's not safe to eat, and the staff, well, they're positively diseased.
Will that be £1.95, please?
Oh, but on the other hand, it's cheap and easy to park.
Oh, thank you.
You know, from time to time, we have to go to hospital. Maybe not all of us, but some of us have to go to hospital. And I don't think it's about when you have to go. It's worse when you have to know the results of what's wrong with you. So today, we are going to take you over to Good Hope Hospital, where this bloke is come for the results of his tests.
Now don't try running, because you know you can't. Just take it easy, that's it, that's it. I'll put this a bit further over here, out of the shade. There you go. Come on, now you sit down. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm just going to have a word with the doctor about your results, all right? Do you need the toilet before we know? Okay. Oh, excuse me, doctor. I'm Mrs. Brown, Norman's wife. Can you tell me anything about him? I'm ever so worried.
Norman, yes. Norman Brown, yes. Well, how do I put this, Mrs. Brown? It's not good news. It's not good news, I'm afraid. Norman is actually suffering from an extremely rare stress-related illness. Yes, and I'm afraid that we're very worried that it may be terminal. However, there are always things that one can do. So I have a plan for you now, Mrs. Brown, that I want you to stick to absolutely.
Right.
So first of all, organic meals. Only organic, cooked any way that he wants them, because let's face it, let's make his last few months happy. Other than that, now, no stress. No stress whatsoever. If a bill needs paying, pay it. If the bins need emptying, empty them. If the windows need cleaning, clean them. No stress whatsoever. And finally, really the most important thing of all, because it is the greatest stress buster known to man, sex. Lots and lots of sex, at least 4 times a week with the same person. And you know, Mrs. Brown, if you manage to keep all of this up, you may just save your husband's life. Good luck, Mrs. Brown.
Thank you, doctor.
What did the doctor say, love?
You're gonna die.
Shame. I do like that little sketch, you know. Do you know, it's so nice to see so many of you here tonight. As Jay said, you know, we've been going for a long time. But, you know, we do it because we love it. And we hope that you love it tonight. We've got lots of comedy for you, lots of, you know, times for laughter. But now it's time to listen, because we've got the lovely voice of Phil Speck.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Children, friends. Oh, no friends. Are there any Dean Martin fans here? Well, that's tough because I'm doing Sinatra. And I'm going to start off with a number that was featured in the film Hell Joey, starring Sinatra, Rita Hayworth and Kim Novak. And it was from that film, as I say, and it was entitled Lady is a Tramp. She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theatre, never comes late, and she would never bother with those people she'd hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. She doesn't play dice games with barons and earls, don't go to Holland in Lincoln's and Floors, and she won't mix the dirt with the rest of those bros. That's why the lady is a tramp. She likes to be fresh, wind in her hair, and life without care. She's broke, that's hope. It's California, it's so cold and so damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. She gets too hungry to go for dinner at 8. She loves the theatre and never comes late, and she would never fall with those people that she hates. That's why the lady is a tramp. She doesn't play crap games with sharpies and frauds, won't go down to Holland in Lincoln or Ford, and she won't dispute with the rest of those roads. That's why the lady is a tramp. She likes the free, fresh, cool, wind in her hair, and life without care. She's broke, that's hope. It's California, it's so cold and so damp. That's why the lady, that's why the lady, that's why the lady is a tramp. Thank you. I know I've got some friends here. Right, the second number is another Sinatra, as I said earlier, and this one is called Nice and Easy. Let's take it nice and easy. It's gonna be so easy for us to fall in love. Hey baby, what's your hurry? Relax now, don't you worry. We're gonna fall in love. We're on that road to romance. your horses to rush would be a crime. But it's nice and
Hello, John.
every time.
Fred, how are you?
We're on that road to romance, that's safe to say. The tapes make all the stops along the way. The problem now is simply hold your horses to rush would be a drive. But it's nice and easy, does it? Nice and easy, does it? Nice and easy, does it? Every time. Like the man said one more time. Nice and easy, does it? Nice and easy, does it? Nice and easy, does it? Every time.
I say, Nina, you won't believe it. That's not. Me and Tracy, we went up to the swimming club. What you been there for? Well, we wanted to see what it was like. And you know what they said to her? You won't believe it.
Well, they said I look like the Michelin man.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. I know.
And you know what they said? You can only have 1,200 calories a day. Yeah, there's more than that in this chocolate we're having later. I know, 12 a day. Yeah, a day. Yeah.
Oh, mate, they feel hungry. What do you want, Chris?
Yeah. Chris, hang on now. Hang on.
No, I have a bakewell. You're the greedy pig. Oh, do you know, I think I've got mice.
Yeah, now you're like organic, you are.
Oh, nice. Gosh, you know, you made me think about food and what we dinner now.
Why don't we go to McDonald's?
Oh, no, Burger King. They're bigger. What about Druckers?
Yeah.
Oh, cakes. Oh, can we have the chocolate with the cream and the marshmallow?
Oh,
No.
Meringues.
My favourite,
What?
KFC.
Yeah.
Let's go to KFC.
We
I'm
went there
ready.
last week, love.
Yeah.
And we got thrown out because of you, didn't we?
Listen, I asked for 3 bargain buckets. One for now, one for later, one for breakfast. You can't get the stuff, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nothing I could have made them.
Well, I bought my own anyway.
What's that? A banana?
Banana. Yep. Yeah, it's good for you.
So's the McDonald's, it's got lettuce on.
Oh.
Three old girls who love all our foods, stuffing our bodies to boost our good moods. With chocolates and cupcakes,
Eyes galore. We're hungry.
we want more. Get it from the grocery store. We're just 3 girls who are in a rush, and some of us have a quick fat bus. We love lasagna from Pizza Hut, 'cause we're girls
Try 'em again.
who love our food. Three old girls who love fish and chips. Diets don't work, it's an inch on the hips.
Just a bit.
Our bellies are jelly, can't see our toes.
Right in the river.
Not eating the chocolate and tomorrow. That's tragic. Still we keep on showing eating instead of throwing
Might not hear it.
it in the
He might not hear it.
We love bacon bites, it's very slim. 'Cause we're girls who love our food. Yes, we do. Yes, we really love our food. That's what we want. Fish and chips. That'll do it.
No, stop, girls.
Right.
We can't do it.
Why?
Because look at the time they're closed.
Oh,
No.
Paul!
oh gosh, we've been there, haven't we? I have, anyway. I give up. Take me as I am, or not at all. Right, we have got two young ladies now who are appearing here for the third time, the third year running, and I hope you're going to be inspired by their dance. They're called Electric Pulse.
Then get back to business. You better not play me. Don't come here, baby. Don't you still like me? You break me like conversation. New foundation. Lose power. Our love, we can be power. You do anything for me. You're in the world.
You alright? That's good. Did you see the girls? They were good, weren't they? 3 years they've been with us now. When they started, they were 13, and look at them growing up already. It goes so quick, doesn't it? So sad, really. Then, Mum, we all get old. Let's not go there. Anyway, now, a friend of mine likes a drink. He's an Irishman, so he went down the pub. He'd had a bit too much, actually, because when he tried to stand up, he fell over. And he's like, oh my goodness me, how am I going to get home now? I know what I'll do. I'll go outside, bit of fresh air, that'll sort me out, I'll be fine, I'll just get my way outside. So he crawls outside to the front of the pub, takes a few deep breaths, and tries to stand up. Falls straight back down again. He's thinking, oh, that's it. I'm royally done now, how on earth am I going to get home? I didn't think I'd drunk that much, this is ridiculous. I'm going to have to crawl. So he crawls all the way home, somehow manages to get in the house and up the stairs and into bed, lies down. His wife hasn't woken up, he thinks, I'm safe. Anyway, she wakes up the next morning, doesn't she? Straight on him. You went to the pub again last night, didn't you? No, I was here all night. You've been to that pub because they rang this morning and said you've left your wheelchair there again. And that's why men's brains are dearer. You're outnumbered, there's loads of girls here. This is a girls' night, no problem. Anyway, talking about men and how they suffer, we're off to the clinic now with a gentleman who's undergoing a little surgical procedure.
Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
Is this the place where you do the cut price vasectomy?
That's right. Well, it's £30 normally, but today we're going to do it at 50. And you know what? We think it's a snip at the price. Look, now all I need you to do, the doctor's very got short time, so you've got to get your trousers off, get your shoes off, look, get your dress quick, you know. That's right. Go on, time is money. It's the having is. Right, quick as you can, look. That's a nice pair of legs you got there, love, isn't it? Hey, that's
Got
enough.
two.
Oh, you have, that's right. Come on, pick them up, come on, come on. Right, stand up now. Come on, come. No, the other way. That's right, cover your ball up, love. That's it. Right, that's it. Yeah. Okay, sit down. That's it, look now. Let's get your hands on, look. That's it. Now, Dr. Budget!
I won't be a moment. I'm just finishing off this one. Be quiet. You'll just have to tell everybody you're Jewish.
The doctor will be here in a minute, my love.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, all.
Oh, good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Now, doctor, this is Mr. Softy, and he's come for the operation.
Oh, good. Good morning, Mr. Softy. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. But what first thing I want to know is, will this operation affect my performance?
No, you'll be perfectly okay once the swelling's gone down.
Well, that's always been a problem.
Oh, I see.
Now, before we start, Mr. Softy, we've just got to make sure you don't want any more children.
That's right.
Oh, no, we've already got 13.
13?
Yeah, well, the wife wanted to get her own football team, didn't she?
Oh.
Then she's changed to rugby league.
Oh, my goodness
And
me.
you're worried, love.
That's it, yes.
Hey, will I have to be shaved?
We haven't got time for that. We just use a fly mode, don't we?
Yes, that's right, because you know what? It's a lot less bother with the hover.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm very nervous about scalpels.
Well, no, don't worry. I just use scissors and a tube of super glue, so you'll be great. Nurse, I think he needs an
I think
injection.
he needs an
Yes, I think so.
Well, if you just test it out. Don't worry at all, because it's not going to hurt, okay? Okay? Now just don't worry, just calm down.
That's just calm down.
Okay, carry on now.
Now, if I have this operation, will it stop you're sure it'll stop my wife getting pregnant?
You absolutely will, yes, that's right, yes.
Yes, unless, of course, you've got a co-op milkman.
That's
But
right.
you know, I've done this operation dozens of times.
That's it, yeah.
Oh yeah, and are you fully qualified? Because I never expected it to be a lady.
Well,
Oh, she is.
yes, I got my MD when I left the butcher's.
That's right. Now listen, what we're going to do when you've had the operation,
Yes.
we're going to lay you on the photocopier and we're just going to get a nice picture
That's
for you
it.
to take home to your wife. That's lovely, that's it.
I don't fancy that.
Now, I'll tell you another thing now. I need to know whether you want the deluxe operation or the standard.
What's the difference?
Well, with the deluxe you do get the anaesthetic.
And with
Well,
and
with
with the standard?
well, the nurse just wipes your eyes with
Yeah,
a
that's
clean.
I'm not having that. I'm not.
No, listen, no,
I'm not having
stand
that.
there
No.
just a minute.
No,
now.
no.
I'm going to calm you down again. Stay there. I'll give you another injection.
I should, yes, I'll hold you down.
Okay, let's just look. Just one more injection.
Move, everybody.
Okay. Okay, now just one more. Don't worry, I'll give it to you in your arm this time. That's it. And one down there, that's it. That's right. Yeah. Are you all right now? You got the...
I feel faint.
You feel
Oh, look, don't bother with that. Just put his head between his feet. Come on.
Let's slowly. Come on. Come on. No.
Oh, you better now.
Have you got any brandy?
Brandy. Have you got any brandy?
Got brandy. Here. Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I have some?
Sorry about that.
I've had enough. I told you before. I've had enough. I'm not going through with it.
No, but she said you wanted... You wanted the operation.
Well, I've changed my mind, haven't I?
What do you mean you
I've
changed?
changed my mind.
You said you wanted the
I know,
operation.
but I'd sooner have another baby now.
Oh, no, come back.
Come get him.
Come back.
Yes, get him.
Did that bring tears to your eyes? What it did me. Right. Now, there was this chap, getting on a bit, you know, and he's got a hearing problem, but he won't admit to it. I'm not saying anything more than that. But this chap, he thought his relatives kept saying to him, go and get a hearing aid. You'll be able to join the conversation, it'll be wonderful. Go and get a hearing aid. So he did. And he got this hearing aid, and after about 3 months, he went back to see the doctor that gave it to him, and he says, what do you think? He said, marvellous. Wish I'd done it years ago. He said, that's brilliant. He says, and what about the family? Are they pleased as well? Oh, they don't know. I haven't told them yet. I just sit about and listen to the conversations. Changed my will 7 times. Hello?
Is this a benefit agency?
Benefit.
Yeah. Is this not the queue? Oh, me neck, I'm going to be here all week. And then it's just the couch, look. You even got a bit of carpet and a chair to sit on. Hello, me neck, things are going down, aren't they? Hey? Your name's Brenda. I've just come from the doctor's, actually. And I'll say I'm not best pleased. He reckons I should get a job and forget me life for these. He told me I'm bone idle. He said, go and find a job. He said, go out and earn a few bob instead of claiming benefits. I said, hey, I'm a carer. I care for our Denise. If he thinks I'm idle, oh, she'll have him on his knees. He takes me to 12 o'clock to get her out of bed. She lies there like a great fat lump. Sometimes I think she's dead. She's never had a job. She don't know what they're for. Her idea of exercise is sleeping on the floor. And then there's my husband. Now he's another lump. You ask him to put the kettle on, he doesn't get the young. Mind you, they told him he's got to learn some skills. They're going to send him on a course. Yeah. Last time that man learnt anything new, the milkman delivered by horse. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do, because all this, it don't seem right. I booked us holidays today, now I can't afford the flight. I know Barbados ain't cheap. But we deserve it. After all, it's hard just managing every day, what with the economy and all. I mean, I've got trouble with me back and my legs. Oh, I get terrible headaches too. All these fags are giving me a horrible cough. And the depression makes me blue. They're ever so expensive, these fags, you know. I think they should be free. Just for people on benefits, like, you know, just for people like me. Anyway, this ain't going to get me a plan, a way to make more money. Because if he thinks I'm going to work, he can think again, can Sonny. Oh no, I'll just make another appointment.
and then I'll change my tack. I could see another doctor, and I could tell him about me back. Yes, that'll do it. I'll just make another claim. I mean, if they keep giving me money, then they're the ones to blame. Oh, I'm going to Barbados. Sarah!
Do you know, my aerobics instructor said I've got the body of a 26-year-old.
Oh, really? Tell me something. What did he say about your 60-year-old bum?
But actually, I don't think we mentioned you at all.
Cynthia? Cynthia! Where the devil are you? Oh, I say, how do a jolly pies for this indestruction? I'm looking for my friend Cynthia. Have you seen her? Oh, she's ever so bonny, you can't miss her. She's all sort of vinegar and bisto. She sets fire to a room when she walks in, you know. Oh, you there? Come here. Where have you been, eh? Where have you been? What did I say to you this morning before we set out? Be soon, I said, didn't I? Be soon. I bet you've been sat sitting somewhere, supping alcoholic beverages. Well, I've been stood standing here waiting for you. Where have you been? Do you know, I took her to the church brazier yesterday to meet the new vicar, what's just arrived. I heard he was looking for a new wife. So I thought, well, I'll take Cynthia along. Oh, he was a lovely man. I said to him, "Good afternoon, Your Irreverence. I don't think you've had the pleasure of me yet, have you? I hear that you're looking for a wife. And I'd like to seduce you to my dreariest friend, Cynthia. Cynthia is as poor as the riven snow. She's like a produce pickle, untouched by human hand. And I can say without fear of contraception that she would be a Hazlitt to any vicarage. Well, I don't know what happened to him, but he went all spruce, didn't he? And he shot off to the gents' toilets. I said to you, didn't I? I said, it's no way for a cervical man to behave. Because she's had some problems down there. I'm just saying, you've had some problems, women's problems. When you had to have your historical rectum and your incestables had to be looked at. Oh, she's a tomato to her women's problems, she really is. We're just off now to see the genealogist about make sure everything's put back to where it was. I say, we're off to see the Spurgeon. What did the aspiration? Make sure all your bits have been put back right. And we haven't got any spares left in. Oh, look, putting a grave face on it. Oh, do you know, I think I'm more upset than she is. Well, come on, Cynthia. Let's get off and see the doctor man. Come on, my dearest friend.
Brilliant, isn't it? And you know, Cynthia is lovely. She's a venison of beauty. And you know, it reminds me of when I was young and my mum and dad took me to Blackpool. And I went to see, well, we went to see Gypsy Rose Lee, and actually she looked very much like Cynthia, but not quite as ugly as Cynthia. Shame, but nevertheless. Anyway, she said to me this, and I was very young then, she said, until you are 40, you will be very poor and very unhappy. And I said, yeah, and what then? She said, oh, you'll be used to it by then. Now it gives me the greatest pleasure to introduce to you a young girl who's only 12 years old, and she's going to sing for you from the Bond movie Skyfall. Please welcome my beautiful granddaughter, Jasmine Blakeway.
gremlins tonight. We seem to be having... What we're going to do now is we're going to go and have a little chat with the gremlins, shake them very gently by the throat, and tell them to get their act together in time for you to come back for the second half. So we're going to finish off now, go and have a drink, relax, enjoy what you're going to do. Have one for me at the bar, please. And we'll see you in the second half, okay? Bye.
I can see movement. Well, that's a bit better now. I've got that door latched open.
Oh, good.
Don't half get warm now, innit?
It's warm up here. You get the heat out of here, don't you?
Coffee and a good drink, and you had a little bit of a rest, because we had not a lot of a rest because we've been rushing getting ready again. But just before we start our next item, just something I'm going to tell you. There were 3 little boys who used to go fishing every single week, and they used to always go to the same river, and they loved it. And this one day they were fishing, and all of a sudden this cart came down the road and went straight into the river. And they couldn't believe it, you know, straight in the river. And they rushed to the car, and they got these 2 men out. And 2 of these men, they were both celebrities. And of course they were so grateful to these little boys that they said, "Oh, we can't believe you saved our lives. We want to do something for you. I tell you what, we'll give you each one wish." And the boys were really pleased, you know. And the one little boy said, "Well," he said, "I'd love a really nice fishing rod," he said, "because I've never had a really good one." And the bloke said, "Yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine." And the other boy said, "Oh, and me, I'd love a lovely new fishing rod." And they said, "Yeah, that's absolutely fine, you can have that." And the third little boy looked at him, and he said, "I don't want a fishing rod." He said, "I want something entirely different." He said, "I wondered, can you get me into witness protection?" And he said, "What do you mean, witness protection?" He said, "I've got to live somewhere else." And the bloke said, "Why?" He said, when our dad finds out I've saved Tony Blair, he'll bloody kill me."
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Blind Dates, and here is your host, Miss Cilla Black.
Hello, Chucks! It's me, it's Cilla Black, and this is Blind Date. And have we got a lot of fun for you tonight? We've got a lovely lad, and we've got 3 gorgeous girls for him to meet. So we're going to have a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of loving going on. Let's meet our first contestant. Come on, Chuck. Let's have a big blind date welcome for contestant number 1. Hello, Chuck. What's your name? Where did you come from?
Hello. Well, my name's Sadie, and I'm an elocutions teacher from Solihull.
All right. Go on then, give us a go.
Well, the rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
Well, it does, doesn't it? I think she's got it. Well done. So, Sadie, are you ready to meet the man of your dreams?
I am
Chuck?
so
Okay.
excited.
Go behind the screen and no peeking. I'm just going to get the competition in now, Sadie. So here we are. Let's have a big blind date welcome for contestant number 2. Hello.
I come from, how you say, Erdington. And I am an hairdresser.
Is anybody famous?
Well, Raymond.
Raymond? We know Raymond, don't we, girl?
Raymond Singh.
Oh, well, it is Erdington. So, Chuck, are you excited to meet the man of your
Oh, I'm
dreams?
so excited.
Absolutely. As a hairdresser, do you find you have any sort of speciality?
Well, I could do all sorts of things to make your hair curl.
You go behind the screen, darling, and meet the competition. Oh, shucks, I think we're in for a bit of a laugh tonight. No peeking, girls. Here we go then. Big blind date welcome for contestant number 3. Hello, contestant number 3. What's your name and where'd you come from?
Well, my name's Mandy Rice Crispy. And I can make any man snap, crackle and pop.
Competition's in, girls.
Yeah, and I come from Smerwick.
Smerwick, we know it well. And what you do, Mandy?
Well, I'm a model.
Yeah,
can't you tell?
Competition's definitely in, girls. What do you model, Mandy?
Rubber gloves.
Off you go, Mandy, meet the competition and get ready, Chucks. Hold on tight, because here he is, the man of your dreams. You've heard of Andy Pandy. Let's give a big blind date welcome for Randy Andy. Run in there. So then, hang on just a minute, girls. A one and an only special offer. So come on then, Randy. What is it you do for a living then?
I work in the chippy round the corner.
I thought you did. Still, at least you know your place. Are you really thrilled to be here, Randy?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've got three gorgeous girls here for you, Chuck. Are you ready? Have you got your questions?
Yeah.
Let's go, Randy. Go on, Chuck. First question.
Number 1, if we was walking down the high street and I lost my trousers, what would you do about it?
Well, I hate to see a man in a pickle, and if he's shy and fickle, we could have a bit of slap and tickle.
Saucy mix. Absolutely.
Number 2, same question to you.
Well, I would rush over very quickly because I like a good laugh.
Feisty.
Number 3.
Well, as I'm a model, I would rush you to our studio, take you into the dark room and see what develops.
Can I just say, ladies, this is a family show. Chuck, come on.
There is a bit fresh air.
Oh, are you? There is all. Next question.
Next question. Right, I'm a lover of good music, like Elton John and Slade. If we came round to your house to be entertained, how would you do it? How would you entertain me?
Who's that to?
Number 1.
Number 1. Right. Well, if you look anything like Topo, we could always fiddle on the roof.
Better hope it hasn't been raining.
Number 2.
Well, I am very musical. I do singing. No regrets. No, I will have no regrets. And I play the piano, and you could tickle my ivories all night long.
Wow. Oh, you got some life in you there. And number 3.
Number 3.
Well, You could play Air on My G-string anytime.
Girls! Girls! The competition is heating up here, is it, Josh? How are you going to make your mind up?
Can I have all three?
No, you can't. They always say that. Do you want me to help? Shall I give you a little recap, Chuck?
Go
Shall I
on.
tell you what they said? Okay,
Go
well,
on.
number one, wanted to... That is piercing gone, girls, but don't worry, because there's another 100 still to go. So, number one... Number one wanted you to play Fiddler on the Roof with her.
Yeah, I like that.
Number two wanted a good laugh while you tickled her ivories. And number three wanted you to play with her G-string in a darkest room.
We're going to make milk?
Yeah, I've got to make it an only one. And I don't know how you're going to do it, Chuck, because they're gorgeous girls. They really are.
It's pretty hard.
Is it? It worked, girls.
Okay, I've got it.
Have you?
Yeah.
He's got it. You might not want it.
It's number one.
Well, she's absolutely delighted, Chuck. She's thrilled to bits for you, Randy, but I'm afraid you've got to say goodbye to two beautiful girls. Are you ready to say goodbye?
Case there are.
Absolutely. I can't remember. You've got to say goodbye to our hairdresser from Erdington, our Celeste.
I am desecrated Singapore!
Come back. You've got to say goodbye to our Mandy Rice Crispy, all the way from Spermic, who's a model.
Just my size as well.
But now,
I hope I've done the right thing.
I don't know whether you have at all, but you've made your mind up, Chuck, and here she is, the girl of your dreams. You're going to Magaluf for a weekend. You'll have a fabulous time. Here she is. It's our Sadie from Solihull. Hang on. What's going on, Chucks?
I can't go with her.
Why?
It's my mother-in-law.
Well. It's just rearranging it. Oh, they give me all the hard jobs. When you're as tall as me, it's a job, I can tell you. Which way does this go? There was this bloke, and he was sitting on a bar stool, looking longingly at this pond. And all of a sudden, another bloke came rushing in, picks the pint up and downs it in one. He said, the bloke who was sitting there said, I didn't think today could get any worse. I woke up this morning, my wife's left me, taken the kids. 10 o'clock, knock on the door, the house was repossessed. I thought I can't go on like this, I can't live like this. So I went to hang myself, and the bloody rope broke. I tried razor blades, and they were all blunt. So I thought, right, I'm going to the pub, and I'm going to have my last drink. Sit here, lace it with arsenic, and you bloody come and drunk it! I leave you to the next item. On second thought, isn't it lovely? Not done it on purpose.
I'm not singing that song.
Oh, are you not?
No. You got it wrong.
Mr. Barry Jones and his country band.
Don't like being ignored. Does anyone here know, remember Matt Monroe? You all look too young to you really do, yeah. Anyway, so he had a lovely hit some years ago, and it was called Walk Away. I'm sure you've heard that. Before you throw your life away, a life that I could share for just a day. We sure have met some years ago. For your sake I say, walk away, just go. Walk away from me. A life that's full, with no regrets. Don't look back at me. Just try to forget. Why build a dream that could never come true? So be strong, reach the stars now. Walk away, walk on. If I heard your voice, I beg you to stay. So don't say a word, just run right away. I know my tears will fall. Now that you're gone, I'm sad, but I must go on. It's sad that after searching so long, knew I loved you and told you, walk away, walk on. Drop of nourishment. Not much gym. The next one I'd like to do from My Fair Lady. You probably remember that, and it's On the Streets Where You Live. It's a lovely song. Thank you. Down the street, the neighbors always stay beneath my feet before. All at once I several stories I knowing I'm on the street where you live.
You can tell all mine are in, can't you? Otherwise nobody would wolf whistle. And this year, have you noticed I haven't gone off and come back on again? I thought I'm getting too old for this. No, really. You know, you'll start telling me the truth if I'm not very careful. Anyway, what we're going to do, I love parties. Do you love a party, people? Do you? Oh, absolutely adore parties. Haven't had a party this year at all. So we thought that we would bring a party here. And of course, one of the great things is the cooking, isn't it? Doing all the food and all that sort of stuff, you know, your vol au vents and your sausage rolls and everything. And those little wrinkly things, you know, wrinkly things on sticks. Wrinkly. No old age pensioners, that's it, that's it. So off we go, we're going for a little bit of a do. Join us, please.
What about these shoes, Becca? My goodness. Give me a little twirl. Oh, I say, you look nice.
Hi! Fab party. Thanks for enjoying yourself.
Yeah, it's great, but what's the celebration?
Can't say, not till Mum gets here.
Is it like that then? Family first?
Well, you know how she gets when she gets told last.
Anyway, I know what the secret is.
What? You can't possibly know. I haven't even mentioned the possibilities to you.
How long have I known you for?
Too long.
Exactly. I know what and when you're hiding something.
In case anybody hears you, I want to make the announcement myself.
It's not exactly a surprise. You're not even drinking. In that dress, you can easily tell you're pregnant.
Congratulations! I am not pregnant.
Oh,
I have just won the Great British Bake Off.
oh, that explains it. Now we know who ate all the Do you know, you've got to feel sorry for people, haven't you, when they put on a bit of weight. You know, when people think that they're pregnant, it's really embarrassing. It happens to me all the time. Fortunately, I'm too old now, nobody notices. Anyway, now, have you been into Sutton or somewhere like that and you just cannot get away from the surveyors, can you? Excuse me, madam, do you have a couple of minutes to just answer a few questions? You know those? Oh, gosh, they get on your nerves, don't they? Everywhere you go, they're around the place. It drives me mad. I mean, I remember once that we decided to do a bit of a detour to get away from the surveyors, basically. They were standing outside a zoo, trying to get people to come in, and we got the kids with us. I mean, you know how expensive it is to take kids out. So we thought, well, we'll just duck in here before they get to us. It was really, really cheap, so we were really glad that we did it. It cost us about £1 for each child to go into the zoo. We thought, that's fabulous. Mind you, once we got in there, we realised what was wrong. They had one dog. That was it, one dog. That was a Shih Tzu. Very much, thank you. Anyway, talking about surveys. Now, they don't stop you in the street. They come to your house. Look at this.
Good morning. Good morning. Wing Commander Smithers. Sorry.
It is Wing Commander Smithers, yes. XRAF, you know.
Oh, right. Well, the government are doing a house-to-house survey on the elderly people. And I wondered if you'd mind answering, well, a very personal question.
I don't think so, my dear. I'm a man of the world, you know.
Right.
By the way.
When was the last time you made love?
Oh, I would say about 1945.
1945? My goodness, that was a long time ago.
Not really. It's only 2100 hours now.
See, it's not all over when you hit 80. Anyway, now you've had one young lady sing to you. It was her first time at Sutton Arts Theatre, bless her, Jasmine. She did a wonderful job. And we often get people contacting Buccaneers and asking if they can do auditions for us. Now this one lady, she was hoping to come along to our the rehearsal rooms that we have down on Roosevelt Road, but she couldn't manage it this week. So we thought that perhaps she could come here tonight and do her very first audition for you, because we know that you're a kind bunch of people and you won't be too hard on her. Now she's very nervous, and as I say, this is actually her audition, so if you could be really kind to her because she is nervous. No red buttons, please. And there isn't even a trapdoor so we could drop her through if we had to. Anyway, now this lady, as I say, she wanted to sing for you. She's very nervous. Please be very kind. Hermione. Come on, Hermione. Bless her. Come on, give her a big round of applause. Come on. This is Hermione, ladies and gentlemen. This is her very first time singing in front of an audience. Somebody told you could sing, didn't they, darling? So let's give her a big Sutton Coldfield welcome, Hermione.
Thank you ever so much. I'm getting so tired of these comedy songs. I want to sing something divine. Sure that I'm certain to shine as a star in that opera line. I really love Wagner, Mozart and Puccini. All their music is simply tip-top. So I'm going to change my name, Blocks, to Bloxina. See if I can't get a tune. 'Cause I want to sing in opera, I'll go like I know. Living fast, I play fair, Marguerite. God, warbling through like a human canary in recitative duet. The managers seem to be just a bit wary. My chance hasn't happened. Not yet. But I want to sing in opera. Oh, good, I kind of sing in opera. If I could only join, Signor Caruso. He said I ought to do so. That's why I want to sing in opera, sing in opera.
She could sing, it must have been a deaf man with tinnitus. Oh my God. Well, I made it. And don't I look fabulous? Thank you. Okay, we've had the awful, let's have the divine. It's all I can say. Did anybody see Great Gatsby? Anybody go and see them? Lots and lots of 1920s flappers. Well, that film cost about £300 million to make. Here tonight, we are bringing The Great Gatsby to you, our 1920s flapper, Miss Marilyn Hayward. Now, I came on the first time to save your lives, basically, didn't I? From Hermione. You didn't really have time to give me a proper welcome, did you? So I think perhaps we just need to do that again. Don't you? Good luck. When you're ready. I know you play, you're lovely really. Okay, wasn't she wonderful, our Marilyn? Okay, we've got something else wonderful for you now. Do you know, she comes every single show, bless her. She comes all the way from Balsall Heath, whether we wanted to or not actually. If the truth be told, but she's here again. All the way from Balsall Heath on the bus. Our Vera.
It's me, Vera. I'm here again. Oh, it's lovely to see you all. Because actually, I nearly didn't get here because I've actually been really bad. I've had a terrible throat, I've had a terrible chest and everything. I couldn't speak last week. And anyway, the doctor's given me loads of penicillin. You know, I think it's helped a little bit. In fact, I've had that much antibiotics that now when I cough, I cure somebody. And Willie, that's my husband, you don't know him, but he's my husband. He hasn't been well. And I had to take him to the hospital yesterday. And we had to go by a taxi because it was a very early appointment. Anyway, we're going on the way to the hospital and he says, Vera, he says, we have to go back. He says, I forgot that blood thing I've got to take. So I tapped the taxi driver on the shoulder. Well, he went absolutely berserk. He screamed his head off. The car went over the other side of the road and come right by the curb and stopped. I said, hey, I said, what's going on? He says, oh, he said, never tap me on the shoulder again. He says, I've only been driving this taxi for 3 days. He said, before that, I was driving a hearse. Do Do you know, I come home from my cleaning job. I got a little cleaning job, you know, the other day. And Willie, he was there now, swatting flies like nobody's business. He does that. And I said to him, I says, what? I said, have you caught any? He said, yeah, 5. He said, 2 males and 3 females. I said, well, how do you know? He said, well, 2 was on the beer can and 3 was on the phone. And his friend Paddy, you know, oh, this is funny, he's just bought some of them new Russian underpants. They make them out of nuclear waste. And the only thing is, he has to mind how he puts them on because you get nuclear fallout. Paddy, he was going down the pub the other day with Murphy because he was going to meet Willie. On the way down, he was only on the pavement. This car comes down the road fast, knocks Murphy over. It was terrible, he was covered in blood. So now Paddy's thinking, oh God, what am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? So he got his phone out, he rang 999. And the woman says, what do you want? He says, quick, have you got an ambulance? He says, my friend is on the floor, he's covered in blood. And she said, well, she said, can you tell me your location? So he goes, number 3, Eucalyptus Street. And she said, caller, can you spell that, please? Anyway, he goes silent. And you know, nothing's happening now. She can hear like a bit of movement, heavy breathing and silence. And she goes, caller, are you there? Are you there, caller? Nothing. A minute later, he comes back on, he says, well, I'm really sorry about that, he said. I couldn't spell eucalyptus, so I dragged him round to Elm Street. I've got this lovely friend Marge. Well, you know, we can pop in and that's up with the car now when we have the time. So she's going to this wedding. And she put a lot of weight on. I daren't tell you, as like the side of ours. So I said, well, you better go to that specialist shop. They'll give you, they'll measure her. Anyway, she went to this shop, and the woman said, yes, I'll measure you for a dress. So she measured her, and she said, I'm sorry to tell you, madam, she said, we have nothing in this shop to fit you. And she said, well, why is that? She said, well, unfortunately, she said, you're a Mark F. She said, what do you mean I'm a Mark F? She said, well, it's just one up from a marquee. Well, me and Marge, we went to the theatre, but it wasn't really a theatre. It was like one of them cheap shows. And in the interval, we were sitting there now, and this bloke, he comes down the aisle, and he comes past me, and he treads right on my foot. Bear it. Well, no apology, nothing. And he went. Anyway, a few minutes later, he come back, and he came up to me, he tapped me on the shoulder. He said, excuse me, he said, did I just tread on your foot a few minutes ago? I said, you flipping did. He said, oh good, I'm in the right row then. And me and Marge, you know, went out for coffee the other day at the village in Borsaleve. And it's a new little coffee shop, and there was a lovely girl in there, a new waitress, and she was very young, very lovely looking, you know, she was wearing this very low-cut blouse down there, and just on her chest there, she had this lovely little rose tattooed. And Marge looked at me and she said, you know, it is a pity, because she said in 50 years' time, she said, she'll have a long-stemmed rose in a hanging basket. Oh, well, never mind. They'll learn. I went on the bus the other day to Erdington, and this bloke sat by me, he was looking out the window for a bit. And then all of a sudden, then, he got down on the floor, he was messy, like around my legs. I said, hey, I said, what do you think you're doing round my ankles? He said, I've lost me toffee. I said, well, you're making a lot of fuss about your toffee. He said, oh, so would you if your false tooth was in it. We went shopping the other day, you know, and we got the Asda. Anyway, we went up the Asda and we're going down the shop, and all of a sudden he got this case, a lager, and he put it in the trolley. I said, hey, how much is that? He says, 20 quid. 20 quid for lager? I said, you can put it back, you're not having it by a can. Anyway, put it back. So we're going around the shop now, you know, and I'm looking at the women's things. I see this little jar of cream. So I looked at it like, And I thought, I'll have that. Anyway, I surreptitiously tried to put it in the trolley, but he saw me. He said, what you got? I said, it's only a jar of cream. He said, how much is it? I said, well, nearly 20 quid. 20 quid for a jar of cream? He said, what you bought that for? I said, well, it makes me look younger. He said, well, so would a case of lager if I could drink enough of it. Well, he's just bought himself an old Ford Popular. It's ever so old. And, you know, keeps going wrong. But anyway, he's going around now. And he gets stopped by the police. The policeman stopped him and he came up to him and he says, would you blow in this bag, sir? And when he said, why are your chips too hot? He said, no. He said, your back light's out. Anyway, Willie went round the back and he kicked his back light and it come on. And the policeman said, right, perhaps now you'd like to go and kick your windscreen and see if your tax comes up. The other night, we was in bed and Willie, I don't know what's the matter with him because he's gone off for a second. I think when they get middle-aged, like, they go in this menopause, don't they? So, we're in bed now, and he gets his hand there, and we're lying together, and he brings his hand up over my face, I'm like that. And he comes all down me like that, you know, and I'm going, oh. And he goes down like that, right down my leg like that, and he's going to the bottom, and I'm going, oh. And then he's coming up here like this, hang on, up here, like that, and he's going, and I'm going, oh no. Anyway, he gets to my waist, and he stops. I said, oh, don't stop. Oh, he said, it's all right, I found the remote control. And then, last week, we was in bed again. I said, honestly, you take no notice of me, do you? I said, I can remember the time. I said, you don't seem that long ago. I said, you couldn't get enough of me. You used to chase me up them stairs. You wouldn't even give me time to get my socks off. I said, now I have time to knit a bloody pair. So, we was in bed together. And I said to him, I said, you know what, Willie? I said, I can remember the time. I said, you used to always put your hand round, just round my waist. I said, you used to hold me hand like that. Oh, he was all gone then. Anyway, he does that and he comes round like, he holds me hand like that, you know. And then I said, and you always used to kiss me. So then he goes and kisses me like that. I said, and then you always used to just bite my neck. And he gets up straight out of bed, goes out of the room. I said, hey, where you going? He said, I'm going to get me teeth. Do you know what though, girls? You probably know this. So you get a bit older, you start going a bit flabby, don't you? You know, I feel like, you know, I'm getting, look, I'm hanging a bit now. I mean, these are oranges in here. No, you know, that's it. But anyway, I thought, what am I going to do? I can't afford any plastic surgery and all this, but it's too dear, isn't it? So I thought, what am I going to do? I thought, I'll go to the doctors. I'll have a word. So I go to the doctors now. And I said to him, can you help me? I said, because, you know, I'm sagging a bit. Can you just give me something to do or whatever? He says, don't worry. He says, I can give you an exercise. It definitely will make you look great again, make you look young again. So he said, all you got to do is, he says, it's just a little nursery rhyme. All you got to do is you just got to sing. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and if I do it every day, my boobs are bound to grow. Well, I did it every single day. And I kept feeding them, I thought, oh, they're getting better, you know. And that was another day, you know, there I am now. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and if I do it every day, my boobs are bound to grow. Well, I kept this up for about 3 weeks, every single day. And then this one day, I couldn't go to work. I was late for the cleaning job. So I thought, well, I can't do it now. I'll go to the bus stop. Perhaps I could do it at the bus stop. I got to the bus stop, there was nobody there. So there I am again now, you know. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and if I do it every day, my boobs are brown to grow. Well, what I didn't know was, this bloke, he'd come behind me. This bloke come behind me, I never knew he was there. And he said to me, he said, excuse me, he said, you don't by any chance go to Dr. John Smith, do you? I said, well, yeah, actually I do. Why? And he went, hickory dickory dock.
Good evening, ladies and gents. How are we? little camera up there, and there's a feed that goes in the dressing room so we can watch it all as well. It's brilliant. It's like watching the Royal Variety performance. I keep expecting it to pan to the Queen somewhere, or maybe Statler and Waldorf or something like that. Anyway, as you're probably aware, the Buccaneers scour the globe for the finest entertainment in the world. Don't laugh. And flown in today from Germany, the highlight of last year's Oktoberfest, we have a Bavarian dance troupe.
Somebody was tall. There was a couple in bed together, and they were, boyfriend and girlfriend, and they kissed and a cuddle. And he happened to notice that by the side of the bed there was a picture of this very good-looking lad. And he said to her, he said, "Who's that there?" And he said, "I just want to know who it is." She said, "Oh, don't bother about that. Come on, we're having a kiss and a cuddle. Don't spoil it." And he said, "Well, I'm interested. Is she your boyfriend?" And she said, "No, it's not my boyfriend. I've just told you never bother about it." And he said, "Well, is it your uncle?" She said, "No, it's not my uncle. Now, come on, let's come back to our kiss and cuddle." And then he said, "Well, is it your husband?" She said, "No, it isn't my husband." And he said, "Well, who is it then?" Oh, she said, "Well, if you must know," she said, "it's me before I had my surgery." Right, now, could it be magic? It could be. Please welcome Chelsea Cobbler all the way from Essex.
Alright, babes! It's me, it's Chels, all the way from Essex. And Dan, it's my 3rd year as a magician, and I'm actually a professional magician now. I'm going on a world tour. Oh, I'm just so excited. I'm starting off in the Black Country, and I've been taught how to speak. So to say nicely, "Hello, how are you?" say, "Hey up, yum yum, how am ya?" Bilingual, who knew? I bet you're Belgian, ain't ya? Well, here I am, all primped and ready for you, had my hair done. Isn't it gorge? My hairdresser's in the audience, my my Billy. She's with me. She's coming on our tour. And also my manicurist is in the audience as well, because she's coming with me on the tour as well. Just in case I should break a nail. Heaven forbid. But you know, I was thinking, because Billy said perhaps it might be an idea to have the extensions taken out now. And I did consider it for a little while. And then I thought, no, I won't. Because if I do, I'll have to ring my nana and tell her that I've had my extensions taken out, and the poor dear will think I've had the porch knocked down. Aren't they funny old people? They're really funny. So anyway, I've got my box of magic with me. As you can see, it has been properly SX'd. We have a little bit of tiger skin, and we have a few diamantes, so it's going to be absolutely fabulous. So we'll just dive straight in, and we'll see what we can find. And what we're going to do, first of all, is a rope trick, because I have a piece of rope here. And what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, before your very eyes, I'm going to make a knot in this piece of rope. So here we go, before your very eyes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. We'll try again, shall we? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, before your very eyes. A knot in the piece of rope. 1, 2, 3. Well, you're not trying hard enough, are you? You're supposed to be helping. Now, come on, let's do it together. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, and we're going to get a knot in a piece of rope. How exciting is that? So here we go now. 1, 2, 3. You did it! Can you come with me on my tour? I mean, you're brilliant. Let's have a look and see what else we've got in here. Okay, we've got some rings here. I went out and I decided I was going to buy some new rings. Unfortunately, they weren't quite the ones that I wanted, because I wanted platinum with diamonds, and what I got was these. These are what you call magic rings, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to join these 4 single rings together. Okay, first one is very easy. You just go, and it's joined. I am a magician, you know. So the third one is not quite so easy. We shall have a go at the third one. This one takes a little bit of work. Solid rings, ladies and gentlemen. No diamonds, unfortunately, but not to worry. Okay, here we go. We have to... There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, the 4th ring. And here we go. 4 rings, ladies and gentlemen. I told you I was a magician. A bit well gel now, ain't ya? It's real, isn't it? Let's see what else we've got. Oh, do you remember the handkerchief trick from last year, ladies and gentlemen? That went a little bit awry, shall we say? Well, we're not going to bother with that this year, thank you. I bought some new lingerie and I can't afford for it to come out. Now, what we have now this trick actually was a trick that my Uncle Bill used to do at all of our Christmas parties. He used to put a cigarette through a card. Absolutely wonderful it was. So we have, ladies and gentlemen, a lit cigarette, and we have a playing card. A perfectly ordinary playing card, as you can see. Do you see the magician moves with the card? Impressive, huh? Okay then, so now what we have to do is put this cigarette through this perfectly ordinary playing card. Here we go. Now you have to do it in such a way that it doesn't burn the card, but it does go through the card. Ladies and gentlemen, the cigarette has gone through the card. I shall now remove the cigarette from the card without causing any damage at all, as you can see, very gently. Ladies and gentlemen, the card is intact and so is the cigarette. This is going so well. Now then, another little trick that I have here is a mind trick. This trick is a very special mind trick. In here I have 3 cards, which I shall show you. The first card is a triangle. I shall put it there. The second card is a circle. I shall put it there. The third card is a star, and I shall put it there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to choose somebody from the audience, and I am going to use my magic pencil to mark out exactly which card you choose. I will choose that lady there in the rather beautiful black and white dress. Madam, would you choose the triangle, the circle, or the star? The triangle. I shall just touch the triangle with the magic marker, and I will show you this. This card says, you will choose the triangle. Belay, we may have to just cut them back a bit. They're really getting in the way, and I don't want my ears to fall off, you know? Right now, what have we got here? Oh, look, we've got my favourite of all favourites. We've got the dominoes. Do you know, my nan, she used to love playing dominoes, and she was absolutely brilliant at it, you know. She only needed one, because she could make them do all sorts of different things. But we had to have it made big for her, because she was old, you know. And you know, when you get old, you can't see things very well, can you? And I mean, she was knocking on, she was what? 50? So anyway, we had this really big domino made for her, and she used to always play with just the one, because she could take a 1 and turn it into a 4. She could take that 4 and turn it into a 2. She could take that 2 and turn it into a 5. She was absolutely amazing. She could take that 5 and turn it into a 3. I mean, you can't believe it, can you? I can see your faces. That 3 would then become a 6. You know what I mean? This is magic. And then that 2 would then become, would you believe it, it's gone to a 1. That 5 or 6 would then become a 7. Who knew they had 7 on them? Absolutely amazing. Then it would suddenly become, what would you believe, a 3? And before she'd finished, she'd got an 8. Bit of London street talk there. Okay, we're going to finish off now with my Chinese sticks, and I hate these Chinese sticks because they never do what they're supposed to do. The whole point about Chinese sticks is that you can make them, the cotton go up and down, but unfortunately these ones are a little bit contrary, but we will try our best. Unfortunately, when you pull one side down with these Chinese sticks and then try to pull the other side down, this one goes up, like so. And it doesn't matter how many times you do it, or how fast you are, it still happens. So we'll do it nice and slow, like slow. You see, you just can't get to do it. Now, what you're probably thinking is, okay, well, they're obviously connected, aren't they? But actually, they aren't connected at all. The way to get it to work is I move that one over there like that, and then this one I can pull down, and it works like that. See, it's really good. But then you put them together, and look what happens. So we're going to try this one more time. We're going to pull that one down like that, and then we're going to move this one over, and we're going to pull that one down like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to put my hand in between them so that they're not actually touching like that. And then what I want is this little bit of magic string in the middle. And because it's magic, I can't quite... Oh, there you go, I've got it. And then you do that, look what happens. You've been a wonderful audience.
Thank you very much. Enjoyed this evening. I must tell
tell you about some friends of mine first. It's an elderly couple. They're sitting at a table having a lovely meal, nice drink, and the lady says, "Do you know," she said, "I really love you." She said, "I don't know how I could live without you." And he said, "Well, is that you talking or the wine?" And she said, "Well, no, I'm talking to the wine." Well, for our next sketch, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all like to have new clothes, don't we? Yes, going shopping, especially the ladies. But this time, we're going to take you to a rather exclusive tailor's shop.
This is Albert. Very exclusive. Now remember what I said to you. Remember before we came out we agreed on what sort of suit you wanted. Don't forget.
Yes,
Good
Edna.
morning, sir. Madam, how may I help you?
I'd like to be measured for a new suit,
Yes,
please.
certainly. I'll just fetch my assistant. Well, Miss Pringle.
Yes.
Gentlemen would like to be measured for a new suit,
Oh,
please.
certainly. Good morning,
Yeah.
sir. Good morning, madam. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to be measured for a new suit, please.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, what's your name, please?
Mr. and Mrs. Bumworthy.
Oh, right, Mrs. Bumworthy. Would you like to take a seat here while I see to your husband?
Don't forget what I said.
Now, can we take the coat off then so we can sort of have a look at you? And you can. Oh.
Right the road. Can't get the staff these days.
Obviously not. Right. Okay. So, just look at you. Now, before we start the measuring, I just need to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, what colour suit would you like? Would you like a nice light grey? I think you would look lovely in a light grey, or a black? Black. Okay.
A light grey.
Yes, you would be lovely in the right.
What did we say before we came out this morning? What colour do we want?
We want a black one.
Oh, right, you want a black suit, you?
Yes, I can
Right.
use it for funerals.
Well, you can, that's right. Now, okay, now, would you like inside pockets?
Yes, yes.
Albert, you do not want inside pockets. You only fill them with rubbish.
Yes, Edna.
Remember what we agreed this morning.
Yes, Edna. No inside pockets.
So you want a black one with no inside pockets?
Yes.
All right, now, would you like a nice single or double-breasted one?
Double-breasted sounds good.
Yeah.
Albert, what do you want?
We want a single-breasted, it's less material.
Madam, I think I should be measuring you for the trousers as you seem to be wearing them. Right, now before we start the measuring, I just need to ask you, which side do you dress?
Over by the window normally.
Well, just start off with your waist. Just keep.
Edna.
49.
49?
Now, I'm just going to do your inside leg. What? No, hang on, please. I just want you to just part your legs slightly.
Excuse me, you're not going to do this.
No, I am. Well, do you want him to have a suit or don't you?
Well, young ladies don't do this, it's a man's job.
No, we're all the same now. We're all the same gender, okay? Now, just
Even I haven't been up there.
Okay, so I can't do it if you come forward. I can't do it if you
Don't let her in, Albert. Don't get all mine. I can't look. What are you doing with this woman, Albert?
Get her off me.
Come out of there, you silly woman.
Now, please, you're actually getting me wrong. I shall get the manager if you don't stop. Do you want a suit or don't you?
Yes.
Keep still then, now.
What are you doing to her? What's going on, Daddy? Albert!
again. No, I won't look.
What? 96? 96? Come here. Right now, I'm not going to do the other leg because I've got no breath and I think it'll be the same. Okay, so now I'm just going to measure you for the jacket.
Never mind the jacket, let's have another pair of trousers.
Oh, it's always such a lot of fun going shopping. When would you believe we're almost at the end of the show? I thought we were going to go, thank God. But you didn't. But the last thing that we've got for you actually is Matt, our new gentleman, with his guitar. So we're going to enjoy that, a little musical interlude. But before that, Chelsea was telling you about her nan. And I just wanted to mention my nan actually, because I mean if she can, so can I basically. So my nan went to the doctors because she was suffering from terrible wind. I mean it really was atrocious. But she's very ladylike and she sat at the front of the doctor and she says, well now, I'm afraid doctor that I'm suffering from the most frightful wind. Fortunately, it's completely silent and it doesn't smell. Because otherwise you would know that I've actually passed wind 10 times since I've been sitting here. And the doctor says, right, well I've got just the thing for you. I'm going to give you a prescription for some tablets. I want you to go off, take them for a week, and then come back and see me. So off she goes to the chemist, gets her prescription, takes the tablets religiously for a week, and she goes back to the doctor's. And she's not happy. She walks in and the doctor says, well, how are you doing? And she said, well, not very well actually. I don't know what those tablets were that you gave me, but now when I pass wind, I smell absolutely awful. And the doctor ticks a box and says, okay, sorted out your sinuses, hearing next. Talking of hearing, please welcome Matt Phillips.
Hello. Right, we're nearly at a close. So I should do this before they bring on the dancing girls and everything for the end. Do a couple of old songs for you. Does anyone like Buddy Holly? Good, good. This is Peggy Sue.
How
should get some glasses on every time we do that. You're going to look a bit better. Okay then. Right, last song now before the finale. Then we'll get all the fire breathers and everything else. Feel free to sing along. This is the Everly Brothers song. It's called Dream.
Whoops, I've lost my spade. Dig in here, dig in there. Whoops, I've lost my spade.
If I was not a buccaneer, something else I'd like to be. If I was not a buccaneer, a PE teacher then, you'd hear me all day long, singing out this song. Knees bent, arms stretched, running on the spot. Knees bent, arms stretched, running on the spot.
If I were not a buccaneer, a tennis player, you'd hear me all day long, singing out this song. The ball was in, the ball was out, you could not be serious. The ball was in, the ball was out, you could not be serious. You can't have it, you can't have it, it's all the other line. You can't have it, you can't have it, it's all the other line.
If I were not a buccaneer, something else I'd like to be. If I were not a buccaneer, a sexy maid I'd be. You'd hear me all day long, singing out my song. Dusting high, dusting low, just dusting high, dusting low, just you can't have it, you can't have it, it's all the yellow lines. You can't have it, you can't have it, it's all the yellow lines.
If I was not a buccaneer, something else I'd like to be. If I was not a buccaneer, a fireman I would be. Hear you all day long, singing out a song. Turn the tap on, turn the hose on, putting out the fire. Turn the tap on, turn the hose on, putting out the fire.
If I were not a buccaneer, now you know what I'd like to be.
Don't very often get a curtain, to be honest.
Unless it's in the shower.
Do you know what? We have had a wonderful time tonight. We've had real fun. We're all knackered, but we have had a lot of fun. And I'm sure you have tonight. You've been a brilliant audience. And it's been a real delight for us to entertain you tonight. Have you had a good time? Great. But just one thing I want to say, that we are still looking for new I know, but now you know, we've got Matt, we've got Jazzy, and we'd like new acts now. Somebody who has got a speciality act. If you know of anybody, please just let us know, because we'd love to see them. We'll audition them. Obviously, they will be better than Hermione.
Hermione,
oh, shame. She's the best teacher. Jazzy, come on.
short of men. They don't have to, honestly, they don't have to be good looking. As you as long as they can and be talented, we will show them what to do, we'll mould them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and break them with a broken film now, So, once again, thank you all very much and hope to see you next year. Good night, everyone!
Brilliant.
That's it then.
That's it for another year, Johnny boy.